Okay, so let's watch this video, okay? And see where things takes us, okay?
We took our custom monster chopper and our Hayabusa swapped solo car to the biggest and most notorious motorcycle rally on Earth. And on the very last day,
I will never do a burnout. Even though Fenrir can handle them, I don't want to do a burnout. I want I want the tires to last. Cause Fenrir, she's like, yeah, she's all powerful, she's all amazing. I don't think I will ever do a burnout. Even though I know how to do them, and I have kind of done them in the past in my old motorcycle in Shadow. Even though I know how to do them, I don't think I will ever do them in Fenrir. She's too heavy and I do not feel comfortable in doing it.
we went out to see how fast our monster chopper could go.
Ooh, that's one huge tire. Yeah, imagine the size of those boobas if she was a real life. Yeah, that face that this girl is making, that's my face right now.
The monster chopper was ready to go, and just moments before leaving to Sturgis, the guys zip tied.
Zip ties, zip ties. How about instead of using zip ties, you use duct tape? I think duct tape lasts way better. It's more flexible and it lasts better. Use duct tape, people. Use duct tape. It was proven by the Mythbusters that is the magical thing that you need in your survival kit because it has a light side and a dark side. And usually the light side is stickier than the dark side.
In the radiator and cut a perfect little hole for the one rear tire of the Hayabusa swapped solo car.
Here we go.
So this is a tricycle because it has 3 tires. It has 1 in the back and 2 in the front. So this is a tricycle, okay? A tricycle.
Well, there they go. Are you as concerned as I am? They good.
I will be concerned because one of those guys, because anything can happen. I mean, if you watch the video that we saw yesterday in Bikes and Beards, that they were running into problems, yeah, I will be concerned so that they don't get, stuck in the road or mechanical problems, especially if they have a little bit of a zip ties. Oh man, just look at that. Ooh man, it's so beautiful. And that gas tank. Oh man,
It drives pretty good. Snappy. Responsive.
This is the first time.
just look at that. See, I told you it was a tricycle because he has 2 tires in the front and 1 in the back. But of course,
time ever that the monster chopper and Hayabusa solo car have been past Ethan's driveway, and we were just one construction zone away from seeing how these machines run on the road.
woo! Roar! Roar! Girl, roar! Show the power! Show the world who you are, girl! Woo-hoo! That's the power! Ooh, I'm getting shakes and giggles! I'm getting the giggles! Your biker waifu is getting the giggles. Oh man, the biker waifu wants to get on that monster bike. I wanna ride that girl. Or maybe if I don't get to ride it, at least ride side by side. That way Fenrir can at least find a new sister. That power, that only thing about this rider, at least put some leather on. When I look at you and I see you with that t-shirt, the gloves, the helmet, the pants, I bet they are good, and the boots. But hey, at least put a good ass leather, cause it kind of feel like, oh man. Now that I think about it, this motorcycle should be in the next Mad Max movie. Imagine this in the next Mad Max movie. That will be amazing.
How is it so far?
Oh, you might have to pry our cold dead fingers off of these things to get us onto the trailers.
Oh,
Yeah, this sucks that we cannot get these all the way to Sturgis on the road.
Good.
Like, if it was even remotely legal, I would just send it.
Yeah,
This
like
thing feels so... Granted, also, I don't know, how fast were we going there on the streets?
we got up to 55, dude.
Okay.
55. Okay, so they can handle, but yeah, I know what they mean that they are not street legal, because they don't have they don't have license plates. Of course, just look at this. They don't have mirrors. Of course, they don't have all those thingies that they put for light deflection on the night and in the day. They're also missing the stop signs, or I mean the stop lights. Yeah, this one feels like that. In the other hand, the other car or the other tricycle, even though it might have them, I bet they are not installed. They are just, ¿cómo les dirían? How will you call them? En español les decimos de fantasía. De fantasía, that is, they're just there for the looks, but they don't serve any purpose. I don't know how to call them in English. Pero son de fantasía.
I didn't.
But above 55, this thing hops all the time.
She's humping you, dude. She wants to hump you.
Yeah.
So it would get, like, with a top speed of about 55, 60, it'd be a long ride to Sturgis.
There are a lot of roads that speed though, so you may see us catching some rollers whenever we get a few minutes, because this is a great combo.
It is.
Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, you looked great. Stopped over at that construction.
Oh, yeah. All right, that said, let's hit the road some more.
Yeah, just don't get pulled over by the police, okay, people? I just realized this is a 40-minute video. This is gonna be a long upload to YouTube. I see why he's wearing ear protection now. He's wearing eye protection because the
hot here. I'm like sweating.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this thing is so much fun to ride.
Dude, it looked really pretty smooth, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, above like 50 or so, or 45, I'm not sure. I don't have a speedometer, but at the higher speeds, the tires get real hoppy just because they're so big and probably not balanced at all. And also, I cut them down with like a belt bandsaw and a...
Yeah, in the original video when he was making them, they were squares because they are tires for a monster truck or for, you know, tires for heavy industrial equipment. So they were squared, and he just basically ground them to try to make them more circular, like a motorcycle tire should, and he probably didn't do a good job, and now he can see that one.
grinder. Anyway, this thing is amazing to drive. Like, just the whole experience, ridiculous. But it has cooling issues because apparently the tire is blocking most of the airflow. That's okay. We did make it to the spot where we were planning on loading up on the trailer anyway so that we can get some miles on the highway and get to Sturgis tomorrow. I've got a bunch more space for more fans here too. I could throw another fan on here so it's just constantly going because those fans are real small.
The guys wanted to ride these machines all the way to Sturgis, but ultimately made the right decision to not drive unregistered homemade contraptions.
Yep, unregistered homemade construction. Those are the best. They're the jankiest, okay? Have to embrace the jank. But of course, even though you gotta embrace the jank, because they are made in your garage and whatnot, yeah, legal authorities, they are just gonna be on your ass.
On the highway. There's always next year.
Yeah, first you gotta register, and then you gotta get it street legalized.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been
that's how it's gonna be
It's a
feel
little
for me.
different in person now.
That's how it's gonna be feel for me when next week when I'm going camping. I'm leaving like around noon from my house. Oh yeah, I still gotta call my family and figure out how I'm gonna get there.
Yeah. These tires are like really big.
Yeah.
Just 46.
I sent a picture of it to the DMV guy and like vehicle inspector, and he basically just told me I had to have fenders and lights. Fenders that actually cover the tires.
Yeah,
and
do you have to have lights that like, go in front of the
yeah.
tire? Yeah.
I was like, these ones you can see? What are you talking about? Believe it or not, it's not the first time we've camped in the Go Fast Campers showroom. Yeah. So we all got woken up at 4 a.m. by somebody like yelling into the showroom, "Hey, anybody in there?" I don't blame him. Like,
So, hey,
fair.
is there a thief in here? No, just a sleeping homeless man.
Sleeping complex man. Oh man. Hey, that has some beat to it. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say we have arrived in the vicinity of Sturgis. There's about 10 times as many bikes on the road as there are cars.
Yeah. When the motorcycles gather, they gather in thousands. If you see one motorcycle gathering, there's bound to be a lot. Like literally, motorcycles are like magnets. If there's an event that involves a motorcycle, you will see thousands, if not hundreds, if not thousands of motorcycles, because they are like magnets. I wanna take Fenrir to one of those events. I have taken Shadow into a couple of events with Harley Davidson that I have gone to. Of course, when I went to the test riding on the BMW R18 when it came out in 2020, or when they were doing the the test ridings and whatnot here in where I am in Illinois. When I went there, oh my God, it was like, oh my God, there was so many people, and of course, a lot of people brought their bikes. I wish I had footage back then, but I pretty much got rid of a bunch of footage before my transition, so that sucks. But hey, now we have new goals to get new footage, right?
Solidly 90% of them are Harleys. We made it.
Driving.
And they even set up a teepee for us to sleep in. How cool is that? Some people in our situation or similar would show up with like a big old RV and air conditioning to stay in, but that is really just not Grindhard style. Going up and sleeping in a random teepee in the middle of the party, right next to the mini bike barrel racing, that's where we are.
Reverse gear engaged.
Oh my God, these guys.
It's like we're moving up in the world. Usually we show up and sleep in the grass.
Somebody referred to it as an Ultra 4 track. I don't know if that's true, but it's a really nice looking track up on the hill. And we're gonna go rip around it with the Colonel, and Patrick's gonna maybe follow in this until it gets rowdy.
I just want to drive it, man.
I just want to ride it too, dude. Whenever you see some stuff like that, you gotta be like, fuck, let me ride it. Let me get on top of it. Let me ride it. I just want to ride. Carlos and Robert.
Who'd have guessed an Ultra 4 course is bad for a solo Hayabusa thing?
The solo's hot, and it was down a cylinder. That broke. But this is fixable. I just straightened these out. And he's bleeding the coolant in that, so everything should turn out.
Ooh, and is that a one wheel? Okay, a one wheel is a motorcycle for people that like to be standing, because it's a one wheel and it's an electric one. I wanted to buy a one wheel for the longest, but I never had a good time and anything. And of course, since most of the times I spend it at home, even my skateboard that I got from an event or whatnot, I barely get to use it because I barely leave home, and pretty much everything is down to a distance in my motorcycle. So maybe eventually, if I decide to, you know, go where the wind takes me for the adventure of a lifetime, maybe I'll get a one wheel. Easier to transport. Yep. Harley. Well, DIY Harley mini motorcycle, mini bike.
While Ethan paraded around with the Misfit bikes, Patrick was having serious overheating problems with the solo car.
We're gonna use this non-potable water if it's available.
Kind of seems like it's not. Wow, we don't have any
Dude, that's nothing.
we don't have any vessel.
Bro.
You gotta drizzle. We just gotta do that like 11 times. Dude, you're a legend. Are you sure?
No, we don't need the water. Yeah.
There's water in here.
I mean, I'll drink a little bit of that.
Okay. This is one of those things that you think you're prepared, but you never prepared. You never are prepared. Like, literally, water is so essential, especially if you're overheating and whatnot. I mean, it's a DIY vehicle. You're bound to have problems because you probably were not expecting to run into this, because you only run it like 5-10 minutes while you're testing it, and once you're actually in the roads is when shit hits the fan. In a matter of speaking. But wow.
It's hot out here, dude. Non-potable. This is all we get out of that.
And with a couple splashes of water, Patrick made it back to camp. We met our rowdy neighbors and got some sleep for our first full day of Sturgis.
Oh man, wheelies. I have a love-hate relationship with wheelies. Like, I don't know how to do them, and I've seen so many people get into accident with wheelies, and of course, kind of like whenever I see people like this having fun, I'm like, I want to do them, but of course, if I do them, it will be in a smaller motorcycle. But I don't even know if I can. One of these days, I gotta make it to an event like this. One of these days, I gotta make it to an event like this. The biker waifu rides in an event like this. This is where all my people at. No, look, mom, no hands. The go-kart. Look, mom, no hands. You just have to hit the throttle when you do that. You just have to hit the throttle. It's physics. Harley.
It might have been watching too much of the Olympics.
As you might be able to tell, there's a bit of racing going on. And this is not exactly in the same horsepower class, but it's extremely ridiculous. Most people wouldn't consider it a racing machine. So I'm going to challenge some people to races for fun against whoever wants to race me. We got mini bikes, we got Groms, we got a guy with like a chariot thing over here. So we'll see who wants to race.
Chariot. Go, 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 go!
Yeah, I don't have much traction. No, I just have 830 pounds of bike to get moving, you know. It takes a second.
It take me this far.
Yeah,
It was great. I was excited. It's gonna go now.
yeah. When it gets that was fun.
But when Sturgis really wakes up is at night.
Oh yeah, everything's much funner at night. Believe it or not, and this is just for my fellow riders, it's more fun to ride at nights than it's in the middle of the day. But of course, at the middle of the day, you can get to enjoy the scenery, everything's so beautiful and whatnot. But at night is when you see the pretty lights, when you see the events, where you see when you hear the music. So, in a matter of speaking, as a rider, the best times are at nights.
So we heard that like a sort of impromptu burnout contest just starts happening here late at night.
Are you not entertained?
I am very entertained. Thank you very much. Hi.
Chunks of rubber.
Here's some rubber. Oh, wow. My God.
All the burnouts from everybody else made it sticky enough for my front tire to not slide.
Plan is this water is only going to get dirtier through the week. If you want to swim, this is kind of the time to swim.
With the socks and shoes and everything.
I don't trust the bottom.
That's fair.
It doesn't taste too bad.
Oh, that's good.
There goes the chain. Ya valió queso, ya valió queso.
The chain's not rated for that kind of power.
Ahí se fue la cadena.
Not even the master.
Nope, not the Master Link. I knew I should have left it at one burnout for the night. It was so successful, I should not have tried to one-up it or top it or even try again. So, yeah, I broke the chain, so we're pushing it back.
Hold on, I want one to take two.
Go for it.
That's the sucky part, that you break something and now it's... The good thing is that once you get them moving, they are so easy to move, even if even going forwards or backwards, even if the engine were to happen. Once you get them moving, it's easy to keep moving, like with the law of Newton, the things that in movement wants to be in movement. So it's easy to move them once you have pickup speed. But if you're in a hill or if you are in a place that might be rough terrain, it's gonna suck.
Oh, look, we're in the right place.
We have found the right place.
So we came to the hardware store to get some, to try and find some chain, master links or chain. Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Did you see how
Oh
twisted
my
that is?
goodness. Okay, that is like a lot more degrees than it was.
Yeah, probably another 20 degrees of rotation on that twist.
So we pieced together our chain, met up with some fans, and sold one of our coolest shirts ever. We have a handful still left at grindhardplumbingco.com, so check it out before they're all gone.
At first glance, this may seem to be just like a...
I'm actually not interested about your shirt. I'm actually more interested about what is that?
ice chest with 3 wheels that you sit on or drive. But this is the only power control.
I'm not understanding yet.
Speed 1, touch that bolt. Speed 2, these 2 bolts. Speed 3, I will run over people. So we gotta go out to the road. Woo! Full power mode hit.
That's another DIY. And I bet that's electrical just by that.
You know, after seeing what happens when I drive my own machines, I really don't know why anyone lets me drive theirs. It's clearly the best gadget. Like, look at this. It also, woo!
He broke it. He broke.
I told you it was a bad idea for people to let me drive their stuff.
He broke it.
I welded it. I welded it till it broke.
Oh my god.
The owner of the trike was a good sport about us breaking it, and then we proceeded to watch some even sketchier shenanigans go down at camp.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Okay, so if you're gonna do events like that, you need to have a motorcycle specifically for that. Like, don't want to ride your own motorcycle that is your super nice and super expensive motorcycle. Like, nah, 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 nah. That is where you take that is where Honda Shadow will shine, because she is a motorcycle built for that. So if I were to an event like that, probably Shadow will have to come with me. But it will be interesting, because even though I know she will, Fenrir will love to go. Fenrir, I don't feel like she will be doing so well in doing stuff or events like that. Mostly it's because the engines are sideways and hard hit, even though the engines are really well built. Yeah, I don't want to get into that kind of situations, if you know what I mean.
So we need to get the chopper going again because we're still here for a few days. So we're gonna go down to the nearest larger town. There's also some trash to be cleaned up that way. So we're gonna go out with the gambler guys. Oh, zero turn, baby. I'm almost, oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
This thing's a hog, dude.
I don't know, we might just have to take one of these home.
Can we get this instead of more chain? Dude, we could solid axle swap or long travel or both. Oh my goodness.
I've wanted to build one of these for a long time.
I know, and this is like, we actually fit in it. It's still ridiculously small. 31s would be perfect.
No one knows what chain is. Tow chains. And then he took us to winches. You know, maybe they're new books. How does no one know what roller chain is?
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Some people are not meant to be employees that work in a hardware store.
We found it. It is really beautiful out here. Way too beautiful for that kind of trash. Time to see if this drags onto the trailer or just disintegrates into a million pieces. Fire in the hole!
There's your crop.
I have no idea what that is. They say it was trash and...
Look at that. It was made for it.
That's not going anywhere.
You're only given a little spark of method. Don't ever lose it. Yep. Good quote. Good quote. Biker Waifu agrees. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Oh, they're gonna scrap it? Yep, scrap it. Yep, scrapped. Bye bye, scrap.
I'm just pulling the sprocket off real quick just so I can kind of look at some more things, and then I'm gonna throw another chain on it and then see if I can't straighten some things out just enough for it to work for a while. And then we get home, we'll make it way stronger. But I can't complain here. I've got some live music Well, I fixed the chopper. I mean, can't get that very many other places.
Yeah, see this? This is curving. This is curving, so yeah, this thing needs to be extra sturdy. My guess is that probably he needed to quench it in hot oil, like you know, make it even tougher, stronger.
After Ethan added a new percussion instrument to the band's lineup, he did a quick test of the monster chopper, and good news, he finished it just in time for the barrel races.
Ouch! Woo! Woo! Shanty ways. Number one woman. Okay, she might be the number one woman in a motorcycle, but she does not compare to the biker waifu. AKA me. Woo! Woo! Woo-wee! Ooh, that looks so fun! Oh, that looks so fun.
You guys expect them to do that well?
I was not.
Next up was the hot dog on a string contest, and I think we did it wrong. Pretty sure it's supposed to look more like this.
I wanna do that now.
Always go!
The objective.
Woo! 48 states, 23 days, shut up, and drive show. Ooh, yeah, I see that one. What? WTF for the win? I thought it was WTF.
objective of the slow race is to be the last to cross the finish line. And this is normally really hard on two-wheeled vehicles, but when your tires are 19.5 inches wide, this is actually pretty easy. You can just kind of hang out.
So you just gotta keep your balance, dude. You just gotta keep the balance. Oh man. I feel like Fenrir is perfect for that because she is so well balanced with her engine because the engine is all the way to the front and she's so well balanced. She goes really good in low speeds, but it's so easy to tilt once you stop moving. Ooh, it's a boss horse. Ooh, a boss horse. Yeah. Those are the biggest girls in the roads the bus has.
It's really not. Quite a few inches smaller. Also, the front tire, tiny. Amateur. No, that thing's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's a bus has. That's pretty much when you tell someone, I have an 8-cylinder engine in 2 wheels. That's pretty much the way that's a bus has a 6 piston engine in 2 wheels. Budweiser. I could go for some beer today. Maybe I should go buy some beer. Budweiser? Maybe? Maybe not. Woo! Woohoo! Look at that. So much fun. Just look at all that rubber. All that rubber in the floor. That's the smell of happiness. For some riders, the smell of rubber is the smell of happiness. Or, yeah.
But you can now tell exactly by how many degrees off it is from plumb, because the left side is bald and the right side is not quite.
We got one more small one after we got a heat cycle.
Yeah, it's not well balanced. If it's like that, it's not well balanced. Yeah, I agree with the whistles. The time slap.
Dude, discount, 99 bucks mounted. They tried to balance it, but it'd be an hour, so I said just give me that thing dirty mounted, no balance.
We don't need balance where we're going.
No, sir.
Oh, where we are going, we do not need to balance. And then just put the glasses on. It's like the Back Up to the Future is instead of where we are going, we don't need no roads. It's like where we are going, we don't need the tires balance. I mean, if you're gonna do burnout or if you're just gonna fuck around with your motorcycle or with yours, yeah, there's no need for you to balance it. I mean, the only reason why you balance tires to begin with is just so that they wear out evenly. But of course, that isn't a vehicle for everyday use. Motorcycles or things like that you're just gonna fuck around with it, there's no point.
And this one's not quite near as cheap of a tire, so it'll probably last a lot longer. This is a 215/55, and we had a 205/40. So it's probably 2.5 inches bigger overall.
So the Hayabusa Solo car got its new rubber just in time for the drag races.
It's about drag. Woo! Get up all that dust, people! I feel like that tricycle it's not gonna be good in that. If it was in a, if it was in a. There goes the chain again. There it goes.
Well, that might not be a fixable one.
There's a welder over there. I knew that second gear starts probably would end it, but you know, it was worth it for the race. Oh, yeah. Sheared it off the rest of the way.
I thought he had you, but no.
I knew something went wrong with his. I was like, dude, this thing.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah. It's like, my God, that thing's made for drag race.
It was made. Oh man, it's like.
Fixed many a bikes. It's a slightly smaller barn-looking thing, but not a true barn.
Well, also a bar.
A bar.
So a barn bar. You cannot get more redneck than that. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, if you're having fun, might as well. Fuck it, enjoy it.
I think that we'll have to see when I get it actually tight, but I think the chain is actually more consistent than it used to be. Like it used to be like really tight, really loose, really tight, really loose. So yeah, we'll call that a win. And I'll actually be nice to it this time. Immediate cut to it being broken 5 seconds later.
Well, you're in an event where you're bound to get things broken. 5 seconds later. Let's see, let's see.
Beat you by a front tire. There you go. Broken again. Whose front tire? His. Yeah. Welder. What happened? Broke the same thing again.
No way.
Oh yeah, that weld was nothing.
No.
Fine, it'll take 5 minutes to fix it now that we got a good welder.
From one welder to another, from one welder to another is... My dad showed me how to weld. Oh, of course, my daddy, amazing, love him. I don't know if he will be watching, but yeah. My dad showed me a couple of tricks, but he's not a welder, he's a mechanic. But one thing that it is that if you're only welding for temporary, yeah, it's temporary. So of course you're in a bed where everything's temporary.
When you think of movies, you think like biker gangs in the back of the hills. This is what you think. This is exactly what you think. Like a little flux core welder in the back of a corner shop, one little Harbor Freight light.
Hey, at least you guys are having fun, and that's what matters, right?
We are a chicken rotisserie for monster bikes.
Too much light, pretty lights, too much sparks.
So this is Dizzy. She does Harley stunts, so I figured if anybody here can ride this,
It's gonna be me.
Exactly.
Leaning and stuff. I saw
Yeah,
you
you're gonna want to
leaning.
lean a lot. It's
Okay.
You have to lean. Yeah, probably more than you think.
Oh my god. That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I might fall.
That's okay. But getting going a little faster will make it a lot easier. Just,
Okay.
you know, like 10 miles an hour or something will be a lot easier than 1 mile an hour.
Okay, got it.
Heavier on this side. So like, it's gonna feel like you're in a hollow.
Lucky girl.
Try that.
That's one lucky girl that chicken gets to. Hey,
To ever not crash it while I'm driving it, including myself.
That was awesome.
That was dope. That was
Yeah,
so
you
dope.
did great. So like,
Oh my gosh.
that's how much heavier it is on that side.
Well, that made
That's
me
why
feel
it's
better.
so weird to ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was my whole vision for it. Like, because I looked at those two wheels just sitting there on something else, and then I visualized the whole bike being on the other side. So you just see it going down the road and be like, how is that attached?
I told Patrick to wait a couple minutes, and what did I
Yeah.
miss?
So this is why we never do anything without cameras, because Patrick was like, oh, I'm just gonna go rip around in the field a little bit, just, you know, have a little bit of fun. He came out here, went, brap, brap, silence, rolled it.
I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, I'm so upset.
How broken is it?
Oh, every panel is smashed.
Oh, bro.
Like mechanically, it's fine.
Mechanically great. Every panel is. Actually, no, this door is not smashed, and this panel, that one is.
oh my! That's what sucks when you have nothing rolling. Oh, man. Oh, I feel bad for those guys. Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. But yeah, that will have been an epic video.
Here, let me fix this.
Well, now there's only 19 of these left on the road.
I don't think that helped, Steven. It does still run, though. We'll find out if it still drives.
Well, yeah, the engine is in the back.
Before my wife, she just now found out because Ethan drove up and the solos told me.
It's all good, buddy. We have all rolled our fair share of grind hard machines.
Look who showed up at Camp Zero. Sea-Boys are here, and they brought a lot more toys than we did. They got the off-road R1. They brought their Hayabusa mini truck, a couple of Harleys, Harley with a sidecar.
Most of our stuff breaks, so we're bringing like backups. And
All
we're
of
bringing
my stuff
backups
breaks.
to the backups.
Yeah, all of my stuff breaks.
I haven't broken anything in a while, so we're either in a good stretch or I'm bound for failure.
I want to get a mini, a K truck, just to fuck around and being able to have things for my girl pal. If you're watching this, let's get a K truck. Or actually help me get a K truck so that I can, you know, do stuff with yeah.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be nice to the throttle, because the drive shaft does not like the amount of torque that's going through it.
I can imagine.
With all that gear reduction, it has somewhere around 2,000 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheel in first gear. So yeah, no clutch drops. You probably can't break it. It's pretty beefy. That's not a challenge.
I don't know if
That's
I'd
not a
say
challenge.
that.
I'm just
That
saying.
sounded like a challenge. Look, Evan's licking his chops.
Wanna get a K truck now?
You figured it out right away. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like just the slightest pad.
That's in the works. It's in the works.
Dude, it goes. I'm surprised.
I thought you would have liked that part.
Dude, this thing scoots.
Yeah.
It looks like for some reason with the big wheels like it might be slow. It's not slow.
No.
Yep, there goes the chain again.
We've been
Evan?
breaking this thing all Sturgis.
Evan is an expert at finding the weak point of something. And clearly you found it again.
Yep, there it goes.
Don't worry. So I can get it going again in another like half hour or so.
I apologize.
You're good. I knew it was gonna happen.
You want to go wreck my R6?
Yes.
You wreck one thing and now you're gonna wreck the other one. Oh man. I don't know if I'll do that.
Picks up speed
I don't know if I will do that with no gear. Like literally, I will do that with gear.
much quicker than it slows down.
Run it. That's a good time. There's not a lot of traction out here. I tried to wheelie, it doesn't like it.
He's a rider. He can handle it. He got it.
Man, I want to do that now. Maybe next summer. Or a summer eventually.
If you put some longer forks on the front, you bring it back, you get more rake, you get more stability. Because like street bikes have the least rake out of any style of bike. So like on the track, there's a couple spots where you hit them and it just goes. But yeah, like just a little bit of work and it could be really fun off road.
But also, I think it's just cool.
It's better to just do it
Yeah.
stock
Yeah.
because then you're just taking a crotch rocket in the mountains.
Ken rolled out in style, and we went to fix the chopper one last time because we want to go through the wall of fire and see once and for all how fast this thing can go.
That has 4 wheels. Look at those ribs. Woo-wee! Look at that drift. Look at that drift, Joe.
It got really hot. Jeez. I can go ahead and get real way up here. I know you're sweating your balls off. How's it feel?
Ya la explotaron.
Also, not that it helped much, but I'm gonna put my pants back on for this ride, and obviously a helmet because the chain guide here or chain guard got yoinked.
We found a long, clear road just outside of camp, so before we pack up and head home, let's see how fast this thing can go.
Take it to 70. Yeah, my bet's on 70. My money's on 70. My money's on 70. Man, that is 70.
Oh, that was a great success.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was 70.
You gotta feel it out. You gotta learn where its limits are.
You scared the hell out of me. 60 miles an hour into a turn is pretty brave.
You gotta find out what it can do, you know?
Well, no, the only thing was your back tire was so slippery from it just being like, you were laying down rubber driving. It was, no, literally, you're just laying down rubber while driving. So like, I was like, dude, his back tire's so slick, he probably doesn't even know it.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, your back tire was slick. I was scared it was gonna slip off of you. It was pretty spooky.
No, even when it started wobbling, like, it didn't feel like it was gonna suddenly amplify and kill me. It was just a little wiggle, 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 and then I just straightened up. Yeah, I mean, it was a little spooky, obviously.
I'm glad it's all
Spooky.
As long as it only wiggles and doesn't fold.
Precisely.
Oh my god. This was an amazing video by the Grind Hard Plumbing Co. This was an amazing video by them, of course. I will recommend for you guys to check them out if you like motorcycle content, motorcycle builds, and anything engine related to build. These guys are amazing on it. And of course, right now, I guess that will call it for the video that we are recording.